Today, we're meeting an animal that takes part in one of the most amazing migrations on Earth, the African wildebeest. I'm your host, Romi Castagnino, and I'm a conservation scientist, writer, and photographer. Every week, we'll be introducing you to new animals caught on camera traps around the world. Don't forget to subscribe to Mongabay to get new videos delivered directly to your inbox. Wildebeests are one of the largest grazers of the African savannas. These antelopes are most well known for their characteristic long face, thick neck, and horns that flare sideways and then upwards, similar to a cow's. Wildebeests have a black muzzle, mane, and tail. Under the dense hair that covers their muzzle, they have very active preorbital glands that produce a scent that attracts females and also functions to mark territory. Wildebeests have necks with a streaking texture that gives the impression of having a long mane, making them seem more intimidating. They are social grazers that are adapted to live in large herds. Last year, I had the opportunity to go to the Masai Mara in Kenya and see these magnificent animals. And one of the experiences that will stay with me forever happened during one of our night drives. We turned off the track lights and closed our eyes. The only thing that we could hear was the roaring sound of hundreds of wildebeest surrounding us, an overpowering sound. Adult wildebeest can be outrun and killed by at least 6 major carnivore species. That is why being part of a big group is a major advantage, as there is safety in numbers. So as their security depends more on belonging to a herd than in outrunning predators, wildebeests do not need long legs. Instead, they specialize in becoming efficient fighters with their heavy necks, heads, and horns. Wildebeests live in open bushlands and grassy plains, and depend on short grass pastures and water sources within 20 kilometers. Migration permits them to rotate pastures when these requirements vary seasonally. An example of such rotation is the Great Mara-Serengeti migration. Wildebeest, accompanied by zebras, grants and Thompson's gazelles, elands and impalas, spend their dry season on the grasslands of Lake Victoria, and the rainy season on ashy volcanic plains closer to the Rift Valley. During this annual cycle, female wildebeest initiate movement from one major pasture to another. Males tend to dispute territories by sound, scent, and visual displays in the form of grunts, leaps, and head shaking. Their territories are usually less than a hectare because they're constantly moving. Depending on the space of the herd, they can remain in one place from anywhere between a few hours or a few days. Wildebeest usually breed at the end of the rainy season, and females give birth in the following wet season. Births take place on exposed pastures, almost all in the space of a few weeks. This synchronized calving helps reduce predation of both calves and mothers. Unfortunately, wildebeest year-round requirements of water and pasture make it hard for them to survive outside protected areas, and so their numbers continue to decline. They are dependent on local, regional, and cross-boundary conservation policies, as each population must remain sufficiently numerous to be viable. Next week, we'll be meeting the largest marten in Asia. Tell us in the comments if you know what animal it is. See you next week.